Hi everybody. It's me. I'm back, I think, and I was asked to do a video about my tongue ring, so I kind of have a story about that. But the reason why I don't often upload videos, which is someone wrote me and asked me that, is because I really hate my voice on camera. And with a lot of people who record themselves on video, they realize that their voice sounds really different. And to me, like, I always get a lot that I really don't sound the way I look or look the way I sound, whatever, which is true. So I just really think that my voice is really disgustingly deep. Like, I sound like Miley Cyrus. But anyway, okay, so the second question, I'm trying to remember. Okay, so speaking of my voice, I've been really sick this last week. I've had a bad nasal infection, and it sounds like I've been talking like this the whole week. And so, if you hear me like breathing really hard, it's because I'm in a lot of pain and I can't breathe, and also because I have a nasal infection and I also have a headache. So whatever. So that's been happening with me lately. Nothing else new really. So the tongue ring. My advice about getting a tongue ring is, personally, I've always loved tongue rings, even though I've never had one until 4 months ago. 4 or 3 months ago. And most people didn't know I even had one because I kept it so far back in my mouth to where even if you couldn't see me talking, you couldn't see the tongue ring. So, I got that done like around 3 or 4 months ago, which is, I'm thinking that's how long ago I had it. And everyone and anyone who knows me knows that I really absolutely hate pain. I hate paper cuts. I hate needles. I hate getting my eyebrows threaded. I hate pain. It's just painful to me. So after I got calmed down, the lady, she explained to me that the worst part about getting a tongue ring is actually having the forceps out to hold your tongue, which was kind of true, because when I had to stick my tongue out, I was like, this is pretty uncomfortable. So of course, like, the needle going through doesn't feel too glorious either, but it's over in like a second. All she does is just stick it in, and that's it. So a day later, my tongue went from being its normal size, flat, literally it balled up into like this huge ball, and I had like this swollen tongue for like the 3 days after. So the aftercare for me personally was really difficult to deal with, to the point where I felt like this is not even worth it. Not only does the swelling make it really impossible to be comfortable, but it's painful, and you can't even eat or drink, and you can't even talk. And if you do talk, you gotta talk funny, and you talk with a lisp. So once you get past those 3 days, it gets a lot easier. But for most people, it's hard not to take it out and just be like, whatever, I'm not gonna do it. But after 3 days, I was like, I can deal with it. It was worth it. And slowly, I started drinking and eating more. So with that being said, the other day for breakfast, or yesterday, or the day before yesterday, who cares? I had oatmeal like I always do every morning. And I always eat oatmeal, unnatural amounts of it. Why you needed to know that, I don't know why. And so, like always, I don't like my oatmeal creamy. I like it really thick. So I put apples and cinnamon in my oatmeal, and I was eating it. And being that it's hard for me to taste anything right now, I was eating and I was chewing it. Well, that kind of sounds nasty because most people don't chew oatmeal. I'm off topic. So anyway, I didn't realize that this part of my tongue piercing was loose. This part right here. This thing comes off. Oh shit. It fell. Um, so this needle is what keeps the hole open and I guess sterile. And so, let me pick this up. Um, Sorry. So yeah, so that part was unloose. So what happened was, crap, whatever. While I was eating, the oatmeal lifted up the ball and I swallowed it. Now I thought it fell out because I was like, I would have felt it, but I realized that because my oatmeal was thick, I kind of swallowed it with whatever, with the rest of the stuff. And let me pick it up. And so I was pretty pissed off. So I realized that I had very little time to find something to hold this and so that it wouldn't slip out. Crap. And my hole wouldn't close because I was like, I'm not going through that pain again. First of all, I'm not getting it re-pierced. Secondly, the aftercare is a bitch. I don't want to do it again. So, I was not panicking, but what I did was I got ghetto and I grabbed a pencil and I cut the eraser off so that I could attach it to the end. How I thought that was going to get in my mouth, I don't know. Don't ask me why. So I went to Google and I Googled how long does it take for your hole to close if it's out, or you take your tongue piercing out, or what happens if you swallow your tongue piercing. I'm sorry, not your tongue piercing, but like part of the piercing, the ring. And I didn't find anything useful. All I know is that you had very little time to replace it until you got back to where you came from and got this replaced or whatever. And so I couldn't go back to where I got my tongue pierced because it was far from my house, and this was like 5 in the morning. So even if I waited an hour, it would have been over. So literally within those few minutes, my tongue piercing closed, right? And I was pissed off. So what I did was, well, I realized it was closed because I tried to put this back in. And I don't know if you can see the hole in my mouth. I'll try to close up. Can't see it. Let me see if I can move the light. Anyway, so this part, I put it back in thinking, I didn't know it was closed yet. So, see the hole? Anyway, I put it in, and it wouldn't go down. And I was pissed off. I was like, no, this is not happening. So, it went in the top, but at the bottom of my tongue, right there, you can't really see it though, sorry. I realized that it started closing itself up, and the tongue is made out of different muscles and it regenerates quickly, and I didn't realize that within literally minutes that it would have been over for me. So I'm really upset because I really miss my tongue piercing, and I'm just so not used to not having it in my mouth because I play around with it a lot. Anyway, so I'm really upset. So I didn't have a retainer because I never went back to get the smaller one, because this is like the big one that they put in your mouth, the surgical steel. And I would have done that to replace it, or to keep it open until I've been able to get more surgical steel, but that didn't work out. So at some point I'm just gonna have to get it reopened, re-pierced. I don't know if it's gonna be as bad as it was before, but I'm not looking forward to it, and I don't know if I'll do it again. I can't say I would, even though I really loved it, but I really gonna miss this. So this is garbage because the other marble part is gone. Really made me mad. So yeah, oh, and also, to help with the pain of a swollen tongue, something called H2 Ocean mouthwash was, I think, the only thing made specifically for oral piercings. And yeah, H2O mouthwash is the first patented daily oral rinse with sea salt to help promote good oral hygiene. And it has sea salt, xylitol, and lysine something. I don't know what that is. It's alcohol free and it's fluoride free. And I'm trying to see if you can see it well. And it's called H2 Ocean, and this bottle was like $8 or $10. Sorry, I can't speak. But she gave it to me for free because I was in so much pain. I went back and I was like, Miss, I can't do this. So she was like, don't be a punk. So she gave it to me. And obviously I didn't use all of it. It's like this much full because I didn't need it. And it kind of tastes like someone cried in this bottle and you're drinking someone's tears because it does have sea salt. But the sea salt helps with the swelling and prevents infection. So this is recommended. Also, ice is all you'll be able to eat. Not even. I couldn't even do that. I can just barely put the ice on my tongue and let it dissolve. It was really painful. So that's that. And I don't know if I can go over 10 minutes, but whatever. So my advice with tongue piercings is that once you get it, make sure you do get a retainer. Retainer are these clear no, not plastic. Well, then I don't know because I don't have one. But anyway, they're these clear things that go into your mouth when you're in places like when you want to get a job interview and they don't allow piercings and you don't want anyone to see it. So you get one of those clear things that go into the piercing so that it can keep the hole open and sterile, and so that it won't close in case you do have to take out your, I threw it somewhere, until you have to take out the tongue piercing. Sorry, can't find it because I threw it because I got mad. Whatever. So I really recommend that you have one of those in case you have to go somewhere like church where, you know, they look down on stuff like that, or if you have to go to a job interview where you don't want to look bad because it's prohibited, or if you just want to take a break from it. Obviously, I recommend you have more than one piercing because that was the only one I had and I couldn't replace it. And literally within minutes it closed. So H2 Ocean is this natural remedy that really helps and it really works, and it, you know, it's just a lifesaver. It saves a lot of time and pain and stuff like that. And you should be able to find it in your tattoo piercing shop. Not seen it in Walmart. But whatever you do, do not rinse with alcohol. You'll learn that fast, and you'll learn it the hard way that that's really painful. Next subject. Onision, aka Greg, aka this really hot guy on YouTube, tweeted me, and I couldn't believe it. Then he answered a question of mine that I didn't even, well, whatever. Anyway, I asked him a question, but I didn't expect an answer, and he answered it live on YouTube, and I was so happy. I don't know why I'm sharing that, but I have so much respect for Onision, and I don't know his complete situation with his personal issues, which he openly shares on YouTube, which is his choice. But I have a lot of respect for his integrity and his honesty and his humor, and I really do love watching his videos. So I suggest people check it out, and I'll leave a link, I guess, to his YouTube. And I'm gonna apologize in advance because I get a lot of messages on my Facebook and a lot of different requests on Facebook and also on YouTube, and I can't answer like all the questions, and some questions are inappropriate. But like sometimes when I wake up, I get at least 100 notifications in my Facebook, and it's kind of, well, it's not that difficult to reply to everyone because 100 is not that much, because a lot of times it's game requests. But out of 100, maybe 15 of those are inbox, you know, messages, and the rest of them are whatever, you know, whatever. So bear with me because I try to reply to everyone, and I don't make videos a lot because, like I said, I hate the way I sound and also the way I look on video. And I think that's it. So I hope I answered your question, lady. And thanks for watching. So I'll try to come back and say something more interesting when I don't feel too shitty. Other than that, have a nice day, everybody. Ciao.